My name is Ilan Lazarus. I am a director at page3 Media in Cape Town. Page3 is a strategic media planning company. We focus on the media planning aspect only, so we don't handle any of the buying. We do the overall strategy and implementation. We are an independent agency, but we have formed a unit called Page3 Inside, whereby we have satellite offices in all of our major creative agencies. That is, in today's markets and in today's media environment, we strongly believe that that ideas are driving channels. So we need to work, media must work very closely with creative and strategy in order to formulate proper media plans. Times are definitely tough. We can see that now with ad spend decreasing for the first time year on year. Certainly within the years that I've been in the industry, every year we've had a positive increase in gross ad spend, and last year in 2008 was the first year where we've seen an overall decrease. So it is tough. It's tough for all the advertising agencies. Some clients, interestingly, are actually well placed in a recession. The market is desperate for a more conservative way of planning. I mean, risky is not the right word. Definitely more conservative. Clients' budgets are generally tight at this particular moment, and without a doubt, we have to be conservative. It doesn't mean conservative translates into let's just fly to 30 or 20-second spots. Not at all. It just means we must give a lot more thought to how we plan our campaigns, and a lot more effort into the overall strategy as opposed to just slapping together a radio schedule. So absolutely, budgets are becoming, and the objectives from clients are becoming stricter and stricter and requiring a far more conservative approach. The key strength of radio will always be its high reach, and particularly as we find ourselves now in a recessionary environment where the focus is on reach, and on high penetration of the market. Radio's listenerships have not decreased. It's actually interesting that radio, last year in 2008, radio and online were the only two mediums that actually did show positive growth. Online was about 25%, but obviously off a much smaller base. But radio was a 3% increase, which compared to all the other media that actually showed a decrease is obviously very promising. Where we see radio going in the future is convergence with the other media. We know TGI has shown us that there are approximately 600,000 people that are listening to radio via the internet, which is very encouraging, and absolutely that will grow, as our online or as our internet technology increases, and as people get access more to ADSL, that will definitely increase. Predominantly the younger markets are listening to the radio stations through the internet. So that will grow, and then also you've got, which is interesting, on the mobile side, we would call it on mobile as opposed to on air. You're looking at about 1.2 million people that listen on a weekly basis to their radio station via their cell phones. So that has definitely shown growth over the years, and that will probably continue to grow also as an entry-level way of listening to radio when not at home or listening, in the car. So that's really where we see the growth coming from, and there's great opportunities from a convergence point of view of linking the online space, with your radio campaigns. And we've implemented a few campaigns like that already, which is merging television with radio.